Everyone, this is Penn Central 5700 here. Welcome to the third episode of Penn Reviews Things. And today we take a look at the second model aircraft in Wind 400 scale I've done on this series. And this is the Cathay Pacific 777-300ER by JC Wings. So let's take a look at some history of the model, then we'll take a look at the details, and then we'll wrap it up. In 1994, Boeing would develop the 777, the largest twin-engine jetliner at the time. The first of these would be delivered to United Airlines in 1994. The 777-300ER was a modified version of the stretch 777-300 with an extended range. Cathay Pacific, the flag carrier of Hong Kong, now flies 51 of these aircraft. So here's the box, and it is a very big box. And right here is the front graphic on the front of the box, and it's just got the scale of the model and illustration, the airline, the aircraft type, and the registration, and that is basically it. The back of the box is completely plain. The only other information is on the bottom with the sort of barcode information there. Now if we open up the box here, it's just got the plastic insert, and that's where the plane would be. Also included in the box is a little card. It's sort of like a library card or a business card or something, and it's just got an illustration of the model, the aircraft, the airline, the aircraft type, the registration, and the logo of Swire, which is Cathay Pacific's parent company, and there's some stats and facts on the plane on the back. So here it is, the Cathay Pacific 777-300ER. Now first of all, I want to say this is an absolutely huge model. It is not very small. If I bring up the last model plane we looked at, this A321 from JetBlue, if we put them like this, you can see just how small this one is compared to this one, and that is prototypical. These are both 1/400th scale. It's just this is a smaller plane than this is. And here's just a block, dice block. You can see even then the dice block's still pretty big, but this is still bigger. Compare that to the A321, the last review. It was much, much smaller. And so that's something, if you want to get into collecting these, you've got to know the scale difference on different planes. A plane like this will be absolutely huge, like a 777 or a 747 or an A380, but it will dwarf your smaller planes like A321s or especially regional jets. Alright, let's take a look at some of the details. So here's a look at the details towards the tail section. We'll start with the tail itself. It's pretty good. We have some nice printed on detailing here, this nice silver line towards the front. Probably something to do with the avionics of the aircraft, I'm not too sure. There's some molded in detailing here. The bird is printed on quite nicely. There, the nice bird logo, and that is a nice shade of green. We have the horizontal stabilizers on either side there, and there's some detailing back here. And then towards the back of the plane, we have the aft door. That is on both sides. We also have the logo of Swire, which is the parent company of Cathay Pacific. And then we also have the aircraft registration, Bravo-Hotel November Sierra. We also have some cargo door openings here and here. And here's another entry door, or exit door, I guess, the other one. And here's a sat dome, I believe, for Wi-Fi and such. And there's some antenna towards the back here. Here's sort of the middle part of the fuselage. We've got another door. These are the overwing exits. Those are mainly used in emergency situations when you need to escape the plane quickly. There's also some printed detailing up here. Red light up here. Doesn't work, it's just printed on. And then there's another antenna towards the front. And then on the wings, we do have the printed on exit walkways, which we'll take a look at later. So here's the front nose of the aircraft, and we can see we've got some nice printed detailing here. We have the Cathay Pacific branding going down the length of the fuselage here. We also have the two doors towards the front. There's another cargo door there, continuation of the windows. Then right here we have that same bird that was on the tail, this time in dark green. We also have the front landing gear, which does roll, and the gear doors have the last two letters of the aircraft registration, November Sierra. And then the front cockpit area here looks nice. The windshield here, got the windshield wipers underneath it, some other printed bits here, and then the nose cone towards the front. Now flipping the model around to the other side, there's not a lot of differences. The only real difference is there are no cargo doors underneath, and by the entrance doors we have the logo of One World Alliance, which is the airline alliance Cathay Pacific is a part of. Here are the engines, which are absolutely beautifully detailed in my opinion. We have the pylon on the engine there. Then we have this sort of light sandy green color on the engine as well. Here's the logo of Rolls-Royce, who I believe is the manufacturer of the engine. We also have the silver intake area here. If I move it this way, we can see the actual intake itself. My camera will focus. There we go. And you can see there are detailed fan blades in there. And if we flip it around the other end, you can see we have the nozzle at the end of the engine. Just a closer look at the wing. We can see we have some molded on detailing for the slats and flaps and spoilers and such. And also right here we have this black line, which I'm not too sure what that does or what purpose it serves. Does anyone know? If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. And then right here we have that exit walkway I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to flip the model over here, and it's going to be kind of hard because it's very big. You can see we've got some of the details underneath here. On the underside of the wing, we have this silver paint sort of job here. Have the aircraft registration. And then right here we have the landing gear of the model. We'll take a look at that. This does pivot and it rolls, so it's pretty good. On the underside here, we have the stand hole. If you want to put this thing on an aircraft stand, here's one right there. The molded on cargo doors, or gear doors, my bad. So some detailing here, detailing up here. And also on the underside of the wings, we do have the flap tracks and such. I'm sorry for the really awful angles of this thing. It's just hard to, to get a good look at the bottom of the model sometimes. So that's going to conclude this review of the 777-300ER by JC Wings. So my opinion on this one, it is absolutely beautiful. It's a great model. The detailing is awesome. I don't see any flaws with it. I didn't have any flaws with it. And compare that to my other few 1-400 models, this is the only one that hasn't come without some flaws or has had flaws. So spot on from JC Wings. I got this one secondhand too. I got it on eBay from Waffle Collectibles for 45 bucks, which is a pretty good deal for a wide body like this, because something like this would rack you up around $60 to $70 retail price. So I'm very fortunate to have this one for that low of a price. $45 will get you a narrow body like this one. Overall, this is a great model. I'd recommend this if you were a Cathay Pacific collector, of course. If this is just a model that appeals to you, or you have an airport model that needs a Cathay Pacific 777. So that's going to be it for this review. Leave a like if you liked, and leave a dislike if you don't like it. I don't care. If you want to see more reviews of stuff, or whatever the hell I decide to post, you can subscribe to my channel. And also, yeah, that's it. Farewell.